We are bringing together amazing leaders from every field, from all over the world, to help us as we navigate this global pandemic, the challenges in front of us, and look to find hope in the days and months and years ahead.
So just call on me, brother. You need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem, but you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
We must have in place the capability when we do start to see cases come back, and I'll guarantee you they will, as we pull back on mitigation, we'll be seeing cases. If we have in place the capability to identify by testing, isolate, contact trace, get people out of circulation who are infected, that's called containment. If we are capable of doing that effectively, then we should feel some good confidence that we could slowly move on.
There's a saying in public health that public health saved your life today. You just don't know it. That so much of the work of public health is invisible by definition. I mean, we're successful when we can prevent these outbreaks. We are successful when we can, as Dr. Brilliant said, put a ring around these infections and prevent them from spreading. We're successful when we can remediate housing and prevent that child from being lead poisoned. The problem, though, is that when public health is invisible, we become the first item on the chopping block.
In order for us to be able to do our job so that nothing happens, I'd like to say nothing bad happens, we need to reinvestigate, reinstill, and refund the public health infrastructure, not just in the United States, but if we're talking about pandemics, because they begin anywhere in the world, we need to support the World Health Organization full bore.
For many children, as you pointed out earlier, that yes, they're not as directly impacted by the virus, but the secondary impact, the being locked within a home with an abuser, the being locked within a home unable to access that school meal that was your one big meal of the day that kept you from hunger.
Really, the only way our country is going to deal with COVID over the next 12 to 18 months before there is a widespread vaccine available and administered is going to be making sure there's broad, ubiquitous testing available for every American, and especially for groups of asymptomatic people.
It has really bothered me that this president at the Republican convention said the words, "I alone can fix this." Then when we're in this major crisis of unprecedented dimensions, decides and people's lives are on the line, literally says, "Oh, I'm in the back seat for the governors." Well, yeah, the governors should decide when their economy's open, but we should have a national testing strategy and a national vaccine strategy. And there is no way you can replicate that one state by one state by one state.
Folks are in jails and prisons for all kinds of reasons. And some of them are only going to be there or only scheduled to be there for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. And that should not carry with it a death sentence or the potential for a death sentence by being infected with this virus because they're so close to everyone else.
Oh, we got a big life.